Without a doubt, Donald Trump is one of the most controversial figures in the history of the United States. The level of animosity and hatred between the Republican and Democratic parties, as well as among the American people themselves, has never reached such heights as it has with Trump. But what is Donald Trump's story? How did he build his wealth and fame? Why is he despised by so many Americans, especially liberals? And the most important question, could the assassination attempt he survived by a miracle truly be just a staged event? Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946 in Queens, New York City. He was the fourth of 5 children born to Frederick Christ Trump and Mary Ann McLeod. His father Frederick was a successful real estate developer of German descent, while his mother Mary Ann was a Scottish immigrant. Donald Trump grew up in a wealthy family and enjoyed a privileged childhood, often described as being born with a silver spoon in his mouth. However, his father did not raise him to be extravagant or lazy, as many wealthy parents do with their children. Trump attended the Q Forest School, but his rebellious behavior prompted his parents to enroll him in the New York Military Academy at the age of 13. After graduating from the academy in 1964, he attended Fordham University for 2 years, then transferred to the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, graduating in 1968 with a degree in economics. Wharton was one of the few schools in the country with a real estate program, aligning perfectly with Trump's ambitions and following in his father's footsteps. The disciplined environment of the academy helped Trump develop leadership skills and self-discipline. After graduation, Donald joined his father's real estate business, Elizabeth Trump and Son. The company primarily focused on middle-class rental housing in Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. Donald quickly learned the business and demonstrated a talent for deal-making and self-promotion. In 1971, he moved to Manhattan, where he began making a name for himself with ambitious real estate projects. His first major deal was the renovation of the Commodore Hotel, transforming it into the Grand Hyatt New York. This project was a significant success and marked the beginning of Trump's rise as a prominent real estate developer. In 1980, Donald opened Trump Tower, a 58-story skyscraper that became a distinctive symbol of his brand. Trump Tower solidified his reputation as a major player in Manhattan real estate. Throughout the 1980s, Trump expanded his empire with high-profile projects including Trump Plaza and the Trump Taj Mahal Casino in Atlantic City. He also purchased the Plaza Hotel and launched an airline called Trump Shuttle. His bold ventures and lavish lifestyle made him a fixture in tabloids and on television. In 2004, Trump became a household name with the launch of the reality TV show The Apprentice, which showcased contestants competing for a management job within the Trump organization, with Donald serving as the central figure and judge. His catchphrase, "You're fired," became a cultural phenomenon in the United States, even turning into a meme frequently used in videos. The Apprentice was a ratings success, enhancing Trump's fame and brand, and showcasing his business acumen and commanding persona to the public. The show ran for 14 seasons and spawned a celebrity edition, Celebrity Apprentice, featuring well-known figures competing for charity. Trump's success in real estate and entertainment led to the expansion of his brand through licensing deals. The Trump name was licensed for a wide range of products and ventures, including clothing, fragrances, home furnishings, and even bottled water. The Trump name adorned properties and major projects around the world, including hotels, golf courses, residential towers, and commercial spaces. Having reached the pinnacle of wealth and fame, there was one thing left: power or the ability to bring about change in American life. He expressed his intention to enter politics and even aspired to become the President of the United States. In June 2015, Trump announced his candidacy for the Republican nomination for president. Initially, his campaign was met with skepticism, but he quickly gained traction and attracted a lot of attention with his unconventional style and populist message. He not only caught the attention of Americans but also of people around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I officially announce my candidacy for the presidential race of the United States. I will strive to make this country great again. Applause. Trump became the talk of every channel, with many even saying that if he ran for and won the US presidency, a third world war was inevitable. Trump's presidential campaign focused on several key issues. First, immigration, one of the most controversial topics surrounding Trump. For example, he promised to build a wall along the US-Mexico border and vowed to ban citizens from certain Muslim-majority countries from entering the US. His rhetoric on immigration was blunt and controversial, but it resonated with some. The second point was trade. Trump criticized existing trade agreements, considering them humiliating for America, such as NAFTA and agreements between the US and the European Union, particularly with Germany and France. He promised to renegotiate trade deals to serve American interests alone, under the slogan, "Make America Great Again." A clever strategy Trump used in his campaign was going against the grain. He utilized social media, particularly Twitter, as his powerful weapon to communicate directly with voters and bypass traditional media outlets, many of which were antagonistic toward him and frequently attacked him with rumors and false news. The battle between President Donald Trump and the press is far from over. In fact, it has just begun. Holding the media accountable was one of the controversial decisions announced by White House spokesperson John Spicer. In the election, Trump faced Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton. The campaign was a fierce battle, but Trump was very smart in handling all the threats and harassment, including bullying campaigns against him on channels, newspapers, and social media. In November 2016, he shocked everyone by winning the election. Trump began his presidency with a fiery start. He withdrew the United States from the Trans-Pacific Partnership, a trade agreement he claimed harmed American workers, and implemented his promise of a travel ban on several Muslim-majority countries. His administration also ended the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, which provided protection for undocumented immigrants brought to the United States as children. In 2020, Trump faced fierce opposition from the media and social media platforms, which banned his accounts containing millions of followers, including Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. They tried to silence his voice in every way possible, even fabricating several charges that made his life hell. He became the first American president in history to have a mugshot taken, which happened just a few months ago. The man found himself in court more often than visiting his own home. The latest was an assassination attempt by a sniper. The bullet missed him by a miracle, grazing his right ear. All this was to wear him down and force him to surrender. But what happened was the opposite. All this pressure and attempts to silence him only strengthened his resolve. Now this failed assassination attempt has increased his popularity, potentially making him the next United States president. However, many conspiracy theorists claim that this event was merely a staged act to rally the maximum number of votes for the upcoming election. Analyzing the hypothesis that the attempt on Trump's life was merely a staged event requires considering many factors and details. Here are points for analysis. Accuracy of aim. The bullet that hit Trump's right ear was very close to his skull. If this operation was staged, executing it with such precision would require extremely high skills and detailed information about the incident. The sniper was 150 meters away from the rally, meaning that wind or other environmental factors could have affected the trajectory of the bullet, making it difficult to predict with precision hitting the target in a non-lethal manner. The suspect. The young man who fired the shot was 20 years old and worked as a food aide in a nursing home. If the operation was staged, it would be illogical to choose someone with such a background for a crucial role, as there were no known political or ideological affiliations. Moreover, if the operation was fabricated, how could someone be convinced to participate in a scenario that would end with their certain death or a long prison sentence, even if there was a large financial offer? Immediate reaction. One of the Secret Service members identified and killed the sniper immediately, showing a rapid and professional response, which is difficult to organize as part of a staged event. Public reactions. Most media outlets, including those opposed to Trump, did not question the validity of the injury. Even Trump's political opponents wished him a speedy recovery, and the incident was not referred to as staged. High risks. Carrying out a fake assassination attempt carries extremely high risks, including the possibility of failure or information leaks, which could lead to a major scandal. Considering these points, the hypothesis that the assassination attempt was staged seems very weak, if not practically impossible. The events as described suggest it was a real assassination attempt, and the likelihood of it being a meticulously coordinated play seems far from reality given the risks and multiple factors involved.